There's a strange kind of year we all live through at least once. A year that doesn't quite break us but doesn't reward us either. Things feel suspended, not falling apart but not falling into place. You work, wait, hope, and somehow it still feels like you're standing still. And then without warning, something shifts, not dramatically, not loudly, but like a door that had been jammed for years suddenly sliding open with a soft click. For 6 Chinese zodiac signs, 2026 is that door. This isn't about superstition, it's about rhythm. Feng Shui, when you take out all the mysticism and symbols, is simply the art of listening to your home, to your timing, to the way energy quietly responds to what you've been carrying. In 2026, we enter a water year. Water doesn't force, it moves gently but steadily. It softens resistance, it brings long-awaited clarity. For some, it will nudge open spaces that have been stuck for finances, relationships, and emotional ease. But here's the truth. Wealth doesn't always arrive in obvious packages. It doesn't always look like money. Sometimes it's an opportunity, a reconnection, a sense of readiness you haven't felt in years. And these 6 zodiac signs are positioned, energetically, emotionally, and circumstantially, to receive it. So no, this video isn't just a countdown of lucky signs. It's a deeper check-in, a way to understand, is this the year your momentum returns? Is this the year the wind starts to work with you, not against you? Whether or not your sign is in the top 6, you'll find something here. A mirror, a message, a gentle reminder that luck isn't magic, it's movement. And when energy flows, everything else follows. Let's begin. Part 1, signs that wealth energy is already moving. You may not see it yet, but something is shifting. And if you've been still long enough, you'll feel it before you understand it. It's not in your paycheck, it's not in the numbers, it's in the air around you. The way mornings feel a little more open. The way silence no longer sounds like emptiness, but space. 2026 is not a storm of blessings, it's the slow return of rhythm. And rhythm is everything. When people think of wealth, they often think of sudden breakthroughs, windfalls, job offers, life-changing calls. But wealth rarely knocks on your front door. It leaks in quietly through choices you almost overlooked. A new neighbor, an invitation you almost declined, a conversation that lingers. Energy in Feng Shui is the same way. It doesn't ask permission, it doesn't rush. But when it starts to move toward you, you can feel the difference. Something opens, something breathes. And for those who have been in a holding pattern, financially, emotionally, relationally, this matters. Because there's a difference between waiting for luck and recognizing when you're already standing in its early glow. Some signs of wealth aren't loud. They're soft, almost too easy to dismiss. But if you're quiet enough inside, you'll recognize them. Here's what to look for. You no longer chase. This is one of the most reliable signs that your energy has begun to shift. When you're aligned with the natural current of prosperity, urgency disappears. Not because you've become passive, but because you finally trust timing. There's less grasping, less what if, and more deep exhale. Things still require action, but not hustle. Effort, yes. Frenzy, no. This is a mature kind of wealth. It doesn't scream. It doesn't demand applause, but it shows up when you begin doing what's needed and nothing more. You begin to declutter without a reason. Not just your drawers, your calendar, your friendships, even your thoughts. There's an inner instinct to make space before anything new arrives. You don't even realize you're doing it at first. But you cancel the appointment that no longer feels right. You stop answering calls that drain you. You move furniture that suddenly feels out of place. These aren't coincidences. They are energetic recalibrations. Your home, your time, your attention are aligning to receive. That's wealth. Preparing to land. You feel more protective of your peace. You no longer justify your boundaries. You don't over-explain your no. You guard your quiet mornings. You honor the way your body says enough. And here's the truth most people overlook. Wealth does not grow in chaos. It needs a container, a structure. Peace is the structure that lets abundance stay. If you've started saying no more often, resting more intentionally, or walking away from anything that costs more than it gives, that's not weakness. That's readiness. You stop blaming the past. This may be the most powerful shift of all. Something softens inside. You don't suddenly forget the unfairness, the missed chances, the people who didn't see your worth. But you're no longer using them as reasons to stay small. You move forward without needing to win the old battles. That's not forgetting. That's power. That's freedom. That's the clearing required for wealth to come in without bringing old shadows with it. You begin thinking long-term, even without guarantees. This is the quiet wisdom that grows after enough years of short-term scrambling. You're not in a rush. You're planting. You're investing in what doesn't pay off immediately, and you're okay with that. Whether it's your health, your home, your relationships, you're no longer chasing quick fixes. That patience, that depth, it's magnetic. Energetically, it signals that you're no longer reacting, you're creating. And that shift is where true prosperity begins. And perhaps the most overlooked sign that wealth is circling you. Synchronicity returns. You hear from someone you were just thinking about. You stumble across a book that speaks directly to your current struggle. The right information finds you without effort. You find yourself at the right place at the right time, saying yes to something you didn't plan. That's not randomness. That's flow. That's when your internal compass is matching the external rhythm and the universe responds. These signs are not loud, but they are real. And they often come before the money, before the breakthrough, before the moment when everything looks better on paper. The world will tell you to wait until results show up. But in Feng Shui and in life, energy moves first. Evidence comes later. So if you've noticed these subtle shifts in your space, your habits, your emotions, pay attention. Don't dismiss them. They are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Wealth energy doesn't start with numbers, it starts with alignment, with awareness, with the quiet reordering of your inner world to finally match what you've always been ready for. And if none of these signs sound familiar yet, that's okay. Sometimes the space must stay still a little longer until you're ready to move with it. The year isn't rushing you, but it is offering a new rhythm, a slower one, a deeper one that doesn't reward frantic energy but presence, because presence is magnetic. And when you become more present with your money, your space, your choices, you become more attractive to all forms of abundance. Not just cash, but connection, clarity, safety, support. These are forms of wealth too, often more sustainable than anything money can buy. So here's the quiet truth. If you're starting to feel a little lighter, a little clearer, a little more certain without knowing why, don't brush it off. That's wealth energy testing the ground before it fully arrives. That's your home beginning to hum again. That's your instincts whispering. Keep going, you're getting warm. Now, as we look ahead to the 6 zodiac signs most aligned with this energy in 2026, know this: what you're about to hear is not about being lucky or chosen, it's about being ready. These signs are entering a year where their natural rhythms finally match the timing of the world around them. That's what makes them fortunate. Not magic, not favoritism, just alignment. Let's meet them. Part 2, the 6 signs opening hidden paths to prosperity. Number 1, pig when quiet givers finally receive. There's a moment, not loud, not dramatic, when something in your life quietly shifts. You can't explain it to anyone, and if you tried, it would sound too soft to be significant. But inside, you know, something is turning. And if you were born under the sign of the pig, 2026 is that moment. Not because the world suddenly becomes fair, or because fortune throws itself at your feet, but because for once you're not the one carrying everything. For once something carries you back. You've spent years showing up for others, often without being asked. You've made dinners when no one said thank you. You've answered calls that drained you. You've lent your energy in ways no one even noticed. And still you gave, not to be seen, not to be owed, just because that's who you are. But giving from that place year after year can wear down even the kindest heart. And maybe you've started to wonder quietly if that energy ever comes back around. In 2026 it does. Slowly, subtly, but unmistakably, your season of receiving begins. Wealth won't knock loudly on your door. It'll arrive in everyday moments. A job offer you weren't expecting. A small refund, a friend who insists on paying this time. It'll come through gentle reconnections, people returning from your past, this time with gratitude in their voice. It'll come through your own body, less tension, deeper sleep, a strange sense of calm you can't quite explain. That's how it starts, wealth as a soft return, not a grand entrance. And the more you notice it, the more it grows. You'll find yourself acting differently too. You won't chase attention, but it will find you. You won't force your way forward, but progress will unfold. You'll say no more easily, not out of anger, but out of self-respect. And the space those no's create, that's where abundance lands. Where before you gave and gave, now you'll start to choose when and if you give. That choice doesn't make you cold, it makes you clear, and that clarity is magnetic. Opportunities are drawn to it, so are people who see your value the first time without needing proof. You'll also feel the urge to clean, not just your home, but your habits, your inbox, your energy. You'll put away things you've kept just in case. You'll move furniture you didn't realize was blocking light. You'll cancel plans that never felt right. These aren't just chores. They are shifts. They tell the universe, I'm clearing space because I expect something good to fill it. And that signal, that expectation, is a turning point. Feng Shui isn't superstition. It's the language of energy. When you change your space, you change your path. And for pigs in 2026, the most powerful path begins with simplicity. This is also the year you stop apologizing for your softness. You won't shrink to make others more comfortable. You won't over-explain your boundaries. And most importantly, you won't mistake silence for approval. You'll hear your own voice louder than ever, not because it's shouting, but because the noise around you is finally fading. You've learned how to hold space for everyone else. Now you'll learn how to hold it for yourself. And yes, there may be days when old patterns whisper back. Days when you wonder if it's selfish to receive, if it's too late to dream again, if your time has passed. But those whispers won't last long. Because for the first time in a long time, you'll feel your own energy returning to you. Not through effort, not through struggle, but through alignment. A sense that the current is no longer working against you. So what should you do? Not much. Just stay open. Keep your home warm, your mornings quiet, and your expectations honest. Place a bowl of clean water in the north corner of your space, not as a ritual, but as a reminder. That water is a mirror. Every time you pass it, let it reflect the truth. You are worthy of more than survival. You are allowed to be filled. This is not the year you push. It's the year you become magnetic. You don't chase light, you become the place it lingers. And if someone asks how your year is going, you might smile and say, it's quiet, but something's changing. Because it is, and it's only just begun. Let's meet the next sign. Number 2, dragon when the spotlight finds you. There comes a moment when you step into a room, literally or figuratively, and you feel the air shift. You sense the presence around you tilt just slightly. And for those born under the dragon sign, 2026 is the year that space moves toward you. The spotlight that once felt distant, reserved for others, begins to warm your skin. Not because you demanded it, not because you forced your way, but because you've earned it, even if you didn't know it yet. Imagine being seen, not as a runner chasing applause, but as someone who quietly commands attention by being fully themselves. You've spent too many years watching others step forward while you held back. You've questioned your timing, your voice, your right to claim space. But in 2026, something changes. The world begins to recognize what you have always offered, your boldness, your clarity, your creative fire. And suddenly you are not invisible anymore. The spotlight is not always kind. It does not always come with comfort, but it comes with recognition, and for you, dragon, recognition has been waiting. You'll find invitations you didn't seek. You'll be asked to speak, to lead, to publish, to stand where others once stood. Doors that felt locked will click open. The phone rings, messages land. Opportunities bloom, not because you clamored for them, but because your presence demanded acknowledgement. You'll feel new pressure, too. When them spotlight finds you, expectations rise, a performance is assumed, a standard is guessed. In those moments, remember, this is not about perfect execution, it's about being real under light. It's about choosing alignment over approval. When a camera points at you, literal or symbolic, don't pretend flawless. Let your edges remain. Let your voice crack, your passion show. That vulnerability is magnetic, that's your strength. You will speak in rooms where your silence once went unnoticed. Your ideas will travel farther than you ever planned. People will echo your language, repeat your phrases, refer to you as authority. And at first, it may feel odd. You might hesitate, you might shrink back, but each time you stay in your voice, it strengthens. Each time you refuse to dim yourself, the light that finds you deepens. You may struggle with imposter whispers. Am I enough? Will I mess this up? But even as those echoes persist, the world leans in. The magnetism of someone who has waited, who has trained, who has held their vision in silence, no performance needed, draws attention. The spotlight will soften you and sharpen you both. It will stretch your edges. It will call you forward. It will teach you to walk into power with humility. So how do you prepare? Don't build armor, build presence. Let your home reflect the story you're ready to live. Keep open spaces where your vision can breathe. Let light land on your walls. Let your desk hold objects that remind you of possibility, not obligation. Speak your truth early, even in smaller circles. Your voice needs rehearsal, not perfection. When offers arrive, weight them against resonance, not ego. And when fear knocks, answer gently, yes, I'm nervous. Yes, I'm learning, but I matter anyway. There will be days when the shift feels unsteady, when the spotlight wobbles or dims. Those are test days. Resist the urge to run back into shadows. Stand more quietly. Ground your breath. Return to the center of your vision. If you do, the spotlight finds a better home inside you. And when your interior brightness matches your exterior invitation, that's when recognition turns into opportunity, and opportunity turns into influence. So, dragon, prepare to receive the light, not because you chased it, but because you were ready all along. Number 3, rat, when your quiet cleverness turns into gold. Some people lead with noise, they declare, they demand, they take space as if it's owed. But you, if you're born under the sign of the rat, you've taken a different path, not because you couldn't be louder, but because you've always seen the value in precision. You calculate before others leap. You observe before reacting. You read between the lines when no one else is even reading. And because of that, you've often been underestimated, not forgotten, but misread. Too quiet, too strategic, too careful. But in 2026, that quiet cleverness doesn't just get noticed, it becomes the very thing that builds your next foundation. This is the year your planning pays off. You've been storing wisdom, contacts, fragments of ideas, like threads waiting for the right moment to weave. You've nodded in rooms where others talked over you. You've bit your tongue when you knew the better route. And now a shift. The energy of the year matches your internal wiring. Water years like 2026 move fast, not frantic, but fluid, and your natural agility shines in this current. You're not asked to push. You're asked to move sharply, lightly, intelligently, just as you always have. Only this time people will see it. This time it'll translate. You'll notice this early, while others are trying to guess what's next. You'll already be adjusting, pivoting, aligning. You'll find yourself one step ahead, not by luck, but by design. A small shift in pricing here, a well-timed conversation there, a resume sent before the job even gets posted. It's not magic, it's pattern, and you've always known how to read them. This year, the world moves at your pace, and when timing favors the thoughtful, opportunity grows quietly, but fast. Money flows differently for you in 2026, not in lottery wins or giant leaps, but in clever accumulation. Side projects that suddenly scale, clients that refer others, passive income from something you almost forgot, investment returns you didn't count on. You'll find that wealth isn't chasing big noise, it's following consistency. And in that, you thrive. What's more, your communication sharpens. The words you've been holding back, they come with power now. Your insights are asked for, not stolen. Your voice carries further because it comes from clarity, not performance. Colleagues will start asking for your opinion sooner. People will mirror your language. You may even find yourself teaching what you've always known but never shared. Your intelligence isn't just sharp, it's now seen as scalable, and that turns knowledge into value. But don't be surprised if along the way you feel conflicted. You've grown used to staying out of the spotlight, to thriving in the background. Now that people are looking at you, leaning in, asking more, you might hesitate. Do I want this attention? Am I ready to take up more space? These are good questions. They are signs of maturity. But don't confuse comfort with safety. This is your year to experiment with visibility, not to perform, but to take credit, to take ownership. And there's something else, relationships. This year, you'll discover the value of connections that move as fast and as thoughtfully as you do. You may find yourself pulled toward people who speak in signals, those who don't waste words but understand meaning. Romantic connections could feel like quiet click-ins rather than fireworks, and that's good. It means the depth is real. Old misunderstandings may resolve because you're finally able to explain yourself, not louder, just clearer. Emotional clarity becomes your new currency. Spiritually, you may surprise yourself. You've never needed a lot of ritual. But this year, you'll crave one place, a desk, a window, a corner, where you return daily, not for productivity, but to anchor. Whether it's writing a line in a journal, sipping tea in silence, or lighting a single candle, this small ritual becomes your energetic compass. And when you're grounded, your instincts sharpen even more. So what can you do now to open this energy further? Clean your work area, not just to tidy it, but to signal mental clarity. Add a small mirror or crystal to the north side of your room to reflect and amplify insight. Keep a bowl where you write down one intuitive idea each morning. A line, a phrase, a plan. These aren't just notes. They're early seeds. When the world moves fast, the one with direction leads. And don't forget your worth. In years past, you may have settled for less, not because you didn't know your value, but because it was exhausting to explain it. In 2026, you won't need to explain. You'll demonstrate, and people will respond. That's the difference. No more proving, just offering. The returns will speak for themselves. This is not your year to be humble to the point of invisibility. It's your year to rise with quiet confidence, to stand where you once only observed. To make your smart, strategic mind visible, and to let it be appreciated not as backup, but as the source. So when someone says to you, "You're lucky this year," smile gently, because it's not luck, it's design, your design. And now let's meet the next sign. Number 4, rabbit when softness becomes strength. There's a quiet power in gentleness. That subtle force that persuades without pushing, that calms without receding. And if you're born under the rabbit sign, 2026 is the year that your softness becomes your strength. While others chase loud victories, you will find that peace, steadiness, and quiet consistency yield a deeper form of abundance. Not because you changed, because the currents finally match your frequency. You've lived in worlds that value volume, louder promotions, bigger wins, more dramatic stories. And sometimes you felt invisible not because you lacked value, but because your light was softer. You've offered kindness when anger would have been easier. You've healed instead of reacting. You've chosen connection over conflict, gently building bridges even where others blasted through walls. All those years, that softness may have felt like a limitation. But now it becomes your gift. The energy of 2026 nurtures subtle strength, and you're poised to wield it. Wealth for the rabbit doesn't thunder in. It grows quietly like moss along a stone. It arrives through relationships that deepen, through trust that solidifies, through opportunities that emerge because someone saw your consistency, your caring, your presence. You'll find that people begin to lean in, not to debate, but to listen. They'll remember the small kindnesses you gave when no one was watching. They'll return them. They'll invest in projects you started long ago because they finally recognize the integrity behind them. Your emotional intelligence becomes luminous. You intuit mood shifts, you read spaces, you sense what's unspoken, and you respond with nuance. Others may call you too sensitive, and sooner they will call you wise. Because now your empathy isn't a burden, it's a bridge. It draws people toward you. People want to be around someone who hears them, even in silence. In 2026, you'll find strength in boundaries you didn't know you needed. You'll begin to say no without guilt. You'll walk out of conversations when your energy is drained. You'll preserve your peace not as avoidance, but as self-respect. When you do, the space you create becomes sacred, and in sacred space, abundance settles. The shift also happens in your home and routine. You'll rearrange your spaces to honor your calm, softer lighting. Places to rest, fewer distractions, more invitation for breath. You'll weed out what you no longer need: objects, activities, relationships that cost more than they offer. These shifts mirror your interior transformation. When your surroundings become gentle, so does the flow of good into your life. Of course, this path invites struggle. There will be moments when your softness feels mistaken for weakness, when people expect you to fade as they rush forward. You may be tempted to shout louder than you want just to be heard. But resist. You don't need to emulate others' volume. Your power lies in steady resonance, not in distortion. Stay in your tone. There will also be doubt. Is this really enough? Am I falling behind? When those shadows emerge, anchor yourself. Return to the evidence: a compliment that stops you in your tracks, a client who lands gently, a relationship that deepens rather than fractures. Those are your signs. Let silence teach you. Let patience strengthen you. Let your softness mature into magnetism. So, sweet rabbit, prepare. The year will bring honors you never asked for, vindications you never demanded, opportunities you only glimpsed. But the real reward is internal, the rediscovered belief that gentleness can fight, that you can grow without breaking. That abundance needs not alarm, it needs presence. When you embrace your softness, you do more than survive, you lead. Number 5. Ox, when the harvest finally comes. You've never asked for shortcuts. You've never needed applause. You've just kept going step by step, task by task, year by year. While others chased flashes of success, you kept your hands in the soil. You built things slowly. You waited when others rushed. You showed up when others faded out. And if you're born under the sign of the ox, 2026 is the year the ground you've been working finally bears fruit. This isn't about luck. This is about timing, and your time is now. The harvest doesn't always come with fanfare. Often it arrives quietly, steadily, like sunlight easing across a winter field. But make no mistake, something is blooming. You may have grown used to effort without reward, to being dependable but overlooked. You've been the one who carried others, who stayed late, who didn't break when life got heavy. And now the universe is circling back, not to repay, but to realign. In 2026, your persistence becomes the foundation for abundance that lasts. You'll feel this shift early, not in sudden windfalls, but in grounded affirmations. People begin to trust you with bigger responsibilities. Clients return. Old projects revive. The systems you quietly built start running smoothly. Promotions, investments, contracts, they come not because you asked, but because your track record speaks for itself. It's as if the world finally catches up to what you've known all along. Slow doesn't mean stuck. It means stable. It means sustainable. And this year, the ox energy harmonizes with the water element, a flow that nourishes the soil you've so patiently tended. Financially, you'll find steadier income. Deals that were once unpredictable become dependable. Budgets balance. Debt clears. New streams emerge, some from side efforts you almost forgot, while others chase peaks. You build plateaus, strong, wide, and livable. But the rewards go beyond money. In relationships, your reliability becomes magnetic. Friends lean on you, but this time they give back. Partners show up more fully. Love steadies, deepens. If you're single, you may meet someone who values loyalty over flash, someone who sees your steadiness not as boring, but as rare. If you're partnered, this is the year you both exhale, finally feeling that the weight isn't yours to carry alone. In the workplace, your reputation solidifies. You're seen as the one who can be trusted to finish, to follow through, to solve what others complicate. You might be promoted not because you asked, but because there's no one else they'd trust with the role. Your leadership isn't loud, but it's rooted. It's the kind of leadership that holds during storms, the kind that makes others breathe easier. And yet amid this rise, you'll face a strange sensation, discomfort with ease. You've spent so long bracing for impact, adjusting to stress, anticipating difficulty. When things start flowing, you may doubt it. Is this real? Am I missing something? Let those thoughts pass. Don't sabotage your harvest by questioning its arrival. You earned this, and now it's here. The real challenge for Ox in 2026 is receiving, not in survival mode, but in nourishment. You're used to giving, to handling, to doing without. But this year, practice the opposite. Let someone else cook the meal. Let yourself sleep in. Let abundance come without you needing to chase it. Your strength is proven. Now, show the world your balance. Support this shift with intentional space. Keep the center of your home clean, open, and warm. Add a bowl of water with a pinch of salt as a symbol of purification and flow. Let your home remind you that stability isn't stillness, it's invitation. The more your space feels grounded, the more confidently abundance will enter and stay. This is also the year to revisit your dreams, not just your duties. Somewhere along the way, you may have postponed a part of yourself, a creative project, a business idea, a personal adventure. You told yourself, later when things are more secure. This is later. The ground is solid, you have room now. Let yourself return to those desires, not urgently, not all at once, but tenderly. They've waited long enough. And when doubt returns, as it does, remember this: the ox doesn't grow through noise, it grows through rhythm. If your progress doesn't look like someone else's, that's okay. Your path was never meant to be flashy. It was meant to last. Your wealth may not go viral, but it will stay. Your relationships may not be grand gestures, but they will be steady. Your success may not break headlines, but it will build legacy. So when someone calls you lucky this year, pause before you smile, because luck had very little to do with it. This was built, slowly, honestly, brick by brick. The harvest doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who plant, water, and keep showing up even when nothing seems to grow. And you, ox, have been doing that for years. Now all that quiet work begins to speak, loudly, clearly, with results that echo long after the season ends. Let's meet the next sign. Number 6. Horse when life suddenly accelerates. You've been waiting for something, maybe not consciously, but deep down you felt it. The sense that your energy hasn't been fully used, that you've been standing at a gate, reins in hand, watching time pass without a signal to run. You felt confined by circumstances, routines, relationships, or just a version of yourself that couldn't move. But in 2026, something shifts. The ground gives, the gates open, and suddenly life moves, fast. And if you were born under the sign of the horse, this is the year your momentum returns. This isn't subtle, it's not a soft build, it's a surge. The kind of energy that pushes doors open before you even knock. The kind that places you in situations you didn't plan for but feel unmistakably right. The kind that accelerates your world, not just externally but internally. You start making decisions faster. You trust your instincts more. You don't second guess, you ride. And that's the gift and the challenge of 2026 for the horse. Movement without warning, acceleration without a map. You'll need to be present, not perfect. You'll need to respond rather than overthink. Because the opportunities that come to you this year, they won't wait. They'll appear and you'll either leap or watch them pass. But leaping is in your nature. This is your rhythm. This is your speed. You'll feel this in your work first. Projects that stalled now launch. People you once chased now chase you. Job offers, collaborations, travel, promotions. You'll be asked to take the lead, not just because of your talent, but because of your energy. You have something others don't this year: fire, not wild, chaotic fire, but focused, driving heat. The kind that warms rooms and moves timelines forward. Financially, expect swiftness. This isn't about slow growth, it's about bursts, new ventures, bold investments, unexpected gains. It may feel like too much too soon, but here's the key. Don't pause out of fear. Pause only to realign. If it excites you, scares you a little, and still feels right, run toward it. You're not supposed to crawl through this year. You're meant to gallop. In love, passion intensifies. If you're single, expect someone who matches your spirit, someone who keeps up without holding you back. If you're in a relationship, this year reignites the spark. The joy of movement returns. Road trips, spontaneous plans, laughter that comes without effort. Relationships grow when you're both in motion, not away from each other, but forward together. But here's the part most won't expect. Your spiritual life will shift too, not through stillness, but through motion. You'll find clarity on hikes, in airports, in conversations that catch you off guard. Your revelations won't come on mountaintops. They'll come in the middle of messy days, after quick choices, in the wake of something unplanned. And you'll realize that freedom isn't the absence of structure, it's the presence of forward motion. Still, you'll have to watch for burnout. Because when you're finally allowed to run, it's tempting to go full speed everywhere with everyone. But not every path is yours, not every offer deserves your energy, and not every yes leads to more freedom. So listen to your body, rest without guilt. Make movement your rhythm, not your escape. You'll go further that way. Your home will reflect this too. Keep the south side open, bright, uncluttered. Place a symbol of motion there, a horse in stride, a candle flame, a wind chime that responds to air. Let your space mirror your pace. Let it breathe with you. And in moments of doubt, remember this, you're not behind, you never were. You were gathering strength. You were learning to wait, not passively, but purposefully. And now the world is catching up to your timing. What once felt too soon now feels right on time. What once felt risky now feels necessary. What once felt out of reach now arrives fast and clear. So ride this year, not recklessly, but relentlessly. Let your momentum build without apology. Let your courage surprise you. Let the life you always felt waiting finally catch up to you. Because 2026 is not a year to sit still. It's the year to run toward what's real, what's ready, and what's yours. And when someone says, "You've changed," let them, because you haven't changed. You've returned to motion, to yourself, to the pace you were always meant to move in. Let's close this journey together. Final, maybe you came here hoping to hear your sign on the list. Maybe you were searching for a sign, any sign, that things could finally shift. That all the quiet work, the waiting, the healing, the holding on would lead somewhere. And maybe, just maybe, this message found you at the exact moment you needed it to. Because here's what I hope you remember, whether your zodiac was mentioned or not. Energy moves before reality changes. The shifts you feel inside, those gentle nudges, that strange clarity, the calm that doesn't quite make sense, they are not nothing, they are preparation. And sometimes the universe starts whispering before it begins delivering. 2026 isn't a magic trick. It's not a promise that everything will be easy. But it is a year when timing and effort finally begin to meet. When the rhythm of life softens for those who have been hardened by it. When quiet virtues, patience, wisdom, gentleness, resilience become power. This is not about zodiac predictions. It's about remembering your natural rhythm and aligning your life to honor it. You don't need to be loud to be lucky. You don't need to rush to be chosen. You just need to be ready to clear the space, to open your mind, to trust your next right step, even when the full staircase isn't visible yet. So whether you're a pig, dragon, rat, rabbit, ox, or horse, or simply a soul searching for reassurance, thank you for staying with me. Thank you for listening not just with your ears, but with your spirit. May 2026 bring you clarity where there was confusion. May it bring you movement where you felt stuck. And may it bring you a softness that surprises you with how strong it feels. Until next time, take care of your space, take care of your mind, and above all, take care of your energy. It's already leading you somewhere beautiful.